everyone, welcome to Wellness Wednesday. I'm Dr. Jessica, the naturopathic doctor here at the Coach House. And today we have Sheena Bounsanga, creator of Mindfulology for Kids, here to talk a little bit about mindfulness. So Sheena, tell us about yourself.
So I am Sheena. I am the creator of Mindfulology, and I have created Mindful Kids, which is a course for kids. So I teach, I'm a mindfulness instructor. An educator, so I teach mindfulness to kids, parents, and educators.
So how did you get started in all of this?
Well, my background, I've got a couple backgrounds. The one we'll talk about right now is that I'm a reflexologist, a Reiki practitioner. So parents started bringing their kids to me, and they were coming with headaches and stomach aches. And I quickly realized, talking to them about their schedules, that it was stress-induced. So I started incorporating mindfulness just lightly, and it started working immediately. So then I took some serious training.
Yeah, tell us about your training.
So my training is kind of in depth. That I spent time in California taking a program through Mindful Schools right near Berkeley. And then I started jumping online, and I started taking programs from child psychologists to university professors to Buddhist monks. And from all that training, that's where you kind of pick and choose what you really like and what really works and what doesn't work. And I decided to create my own program with the stuff that really does work.
Yeah, so I'm not going to go into the program yet, but because when I first met you, you were doing a bunch of workshops, which you still do, correct? Yep. And then I know you also have like a camp for kids as well. And then recently is when you launched the online programs.
Yeah.
So tell us about those.
So one of my other backgrounds is I'm early childhood education. So that's where the kids gravitate to me, and I gravitate to the kids. So that's where I created the programs. I do workshops kind of all throughout KW. I've done workshops all over North America. And then demand was too much. I was getting too many emails, and I couldn't meet the demand. So that's the reason why I created a program that then trains people to do exactly what I do. So I train other entrepreneurs, massage therapists, yoga instructors, you name it. Parents, teachers have been taking the program, and it walks them through my Mindful Kids program, so then they can either launch their own business, incorporate it into their classroom, or bring it as a modality into their yoga studio or whatever.
Now you launched another one too recently that's just for kids to do, correct?
Because I originally created the bigger training program for entrepreneurs and teachers, and I was shocked that parents started buying it. Parents started spending hundreds of dollars on this program, so I realized that the need to get it to the kids, that these busy schedules that are causing the stress are actually inhibiting kids coming in to see me for my workshops or my classes. So I created an online program for kids, which is a 5-week series that you can run through 5 weeks, and they're about 20 to 30 minute videos that they sit down, they watch me. I've got my real life students that kind of come in and do a couple techniques too, so they're identifying with the other kids that they're not alone in this mindfulness stuff. And then there's a worksheet in PDF that they can do afterwards with their parents, and you can do it with your child. They can do it on their own. You can do it as a whole family, or the parent can do it themselves and then teach it to their child that way.
And for us here in KW, we're lucky because you still run a bunch of your programs in person.
I do, because as much as I love doing all the online stuff, I just love the little squishy kids, and I like doing all of that sort of stuff. So yes, so usually about monthly I run the online. I still do one-on-one, and monthly I do the workshops all over the place. So I'm running some at Oxford Learning,
Mindful Girls, and
and I'm doing a Mindful Kids, and I'm running one-off workshops so kids can really come get the hands-on, and then the online can kind of complement and kind of reinforce, because the online is lifetime access. So once you have it, you can go through it, and then when your kids are at a high stress time in their lives, you can kind of revisit some of those modules that really work. So
now Sheena is going to actually show us some exercises that you can incorporate at home or do with kids or yourself for those stressed out people as well.
Exactly. So I keep it really, really simple, and I always have, almost always in my bag, my mind jar and my breathing ball. And so the breathing ball is just a really fun, and I'm going to give this to you afterwards, that you can either take to your kids, because I share in the clinic. But it's just a really good visual of just kind of breathing in and breathing out, and breathing in and breathing out. And I have one student who he keeps it on his shelf, and his mom borrowed it one day because she's a teacher. And he came home and he was furious. He said, "Why did you take it?" He said, well, she's like, "Well, you never use it. It's always sitting on your shelf. I know for a fact it hasn't moved from the shelf." He said, "Yes, but I see it there, Mom, and it reminds me that I have to breathe." And she's like, "Okay, I stand corrected." And she purchased one from me. So it's just a really great visual for kids to kind of realize that this is kind of the action that we're doing of breathing in and breathing out. And then the other side that goes with that is our mind jar. So if you kind of picture a busy day, is kind of looking like this and going about kind of our life and school, we're busy, but when we give those breaths, we pause our body and the glitter starts to settle. So then it's the two visuals of when we breathe like this, our mind becomes like that. And it really is that simple. I try to keep
that one's an easy DIY too, isn't it?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
This is literally, I think, Walmart and Dollar
You sell
Store.
those too, right?
I do. I sell these on my website, and then just to save shipping, you can just pick it up.
Yeah, because you're local.
I'm local. So these are kind of the two easy techniques that I have of just breathing. And actually, I'm going to post a video I'm going to post a link for the video of one of my mindful kids doing a breathing exercise on your blog. So
yes, because we're going to have all of this information on our blog, probably posted tomorrow, so I give Sheena a chance to get this all organized. So we'll share it tomorrow on the blog with a bunch more information and your programs and everything else that you do.
Absolutely.
Perfect. So, thanks for watching. We're going to be, of course, uploading this to Facebook and up on the YouTube channel, so if you ever want to watch it again or get more information, you can always check us out there. And then we'll be back in 2 weeks for our next Wellness Wednesday. Thanks for watching. Thank you to Sheena for joining us. And, of course, if you have any questions or anything, send them along, and we can always answer them in a blog post or anything else. So, thanks for watching. We'll see you in 2 weeks. Oh, let me finish it, too.